Hey, I know you guys probably haven't been up here yet, Alex, but there's a little bit of bird poo around.
Oh, shit.
Oh, perfect.
I'll do that again.
Great.
Damn it, listen to that starting to come out.
To my mind, 80-meter Artifact built by Novus Krug is one of the most outstanding super yachts of recent years. And not just because of her exterior design by Gregory C. Marshall and those weird-shaped windows, nor indeed because of her beautiful interior design by Raymond Langton. And today we can bring you something rather special because Artifact is here at the Monaco Yacht Show, and we're going to take a look around together with her saxophone-playing captain, Aaron T. Clark, who has been instrumental in the project from the very beginning. Let's go. Hey Aaron, good to see you again. How are you doing?
Good, great to see you again. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. So, how did the whole project get off the ground, and what's with the name, Artifact?
We have it as Artifact truly as a marriage in between art and science. And the vessel started off as a concept for the owner to have a vessel different to other vessels for super yachts with diesel electric, a lot of windows, and obviously a lot of styling and form to the visual enhancement of the vessel. We went to Novus Krug because of their unique skills on one-off vessels, and with the diesel electric system, and it's the first of a DC bus in a super yacht. So the whole vessel was based upon guest comfort with roll periods, noise, viewing, and vibration.
Clearly one of the most defining features of Artifact and what makes us so instantly recognizable on the water are these wonderful, I call them crazy paving windows.
Yeah.
How much glass is there on board, and what were the engineering challenges associated with installing it all?
Okay, yes, it's definitely recognizable with the asymmetric windows, but also not just that, the amount of glass on board the vessel. There's 720 square meters of glass, 58 ton of glass, and the largest piece is around 14.5, 15 square meters. The thickest piece is 94 millimeters thick, and there are 223 pieces of glass on board this vessel. But what we find is it's not just recognizable from the exterior, but it really enhances the guest experience from the interior.
I seem to remember that the windows were what attracted you and the owner to the concept in the first place, this design by Gregory C. Marshall on a much smaller scale, wasn't it?
Yes, correct. Well, the trend is, a lot of people in their homes now have a lot of glass. People like glass. They like the feeling that they get to be able to be more connected to the environment, and we really wanted to carry that through into the vessel as well.
With Artifact, what we did is we worked actually very closely with the client. He loved the original concept. As the boat grew, we refined it. We refined it to make it as personal for him as possible, and it became more elegant. So the original concept had a hard corner on the bow. It's all soft. All the leading edges on the boat became softer, with the trailing edges hard, and it gives the boat a real elegance. But it's also very kinetic. It always looks like it's moving and there's things happening.
The interior design by Raymond Langton manages to be rich but also discreet and almost laid back. What was the effect that the owner wanted to achieve, and how did you decide on Raymond Langton as the design studio for the interior?
Yes, well, firstly finding an interior designer to coexist with the exterior styling. That was very challenging. There's a lot of pressure for the interior designer to come up with a theme that worked very well. And this vessel is a liveaboard vessel, so it has more of a more comfort feeling inside the vessel. And Raymond Langton, we found that working with, we selected Raymond Langton. It's a smaller studio, and Pascal and Andrew really have hands-on and are involved with every step through the project.
The owners actually shouted Mogambo many times, and he fell in love with the design, a very simple contemporary interior. And he wanted to know who has done it, and This is where we were invited to meet him. He invited us to this wonderful glass box house on the lake in Canada. And we fell in love with this beautiful glass box, which is totally quiet. Yeah. And really, this was a brief at the end, to do an interior of a yacht which gives you all the best vista, but at the same time you feel that you're comfortable and cocooned in your own space. The brief, and it's why I was so excited to get the job of designing interior, is contemporary Asian. And I love this, because I love Asian art, and I love contemporary also. And the two put together, for me, is a perfect yacht.
So on the main deck foyer, in every area you go through the vessel, you'll see wonderful detail everywhere, but it also serves the purpose of sound dampening. And it's very discreet through the vessel. It's not noticeable, but with all the glass, we have to really pay attention to that. So there's no sound reflection, there's no reverberation anywhere through the vessel.
It's very easy to come up with a look, you know, but you have to build it and make it functional. So it's what we did. We managed to make it work after we designed it.
Okay, so we're in the owner's suite, and the location of this owner's suite is to the aft of the vessel, midship aft, as is all the rest of the accommodations through the vessel, because it has the lowest acceleration points. And in here, a lot of attention to sound as well. We run at 34 dB at 15 knots. You know, it's extremely low for a yacht, yeah. And it's hard to actually describe it until you experience. And to achieve that, we have to go right through from the HVAC system to make sure there's no noise through there, vibration through the propellers, through the structure, all the way through, right through from engines, everything. So this is the owner's wife's craft room, designated room for craft. Obviously we've got some machines for utilizing here. We have 3D printers, we have a number of different machines for her to do her crafts with. Great storage in here, extra ventilation, and they really spend quite a lot of time in here. It's just a nice, pleasant place to be and have a designated area for when you're living aboard. So with the bridge design, it needs to be functional, obviously. It needs to serve the purpose to enhance guest experience. So we have comfortable chairs so the guests can come in, but they don't feel as though they're in our road when we're doing it, so they're not uncomfortable at all. Nice carbon fibre detail, real carbon fibre, not a faux finish carbon fibre. And we have a full walk-around console, so people can walk in front. And the glass is something that really captures you when you come in here. We have the AZiPods, the ABB,
the compact pods.
Yeah, the compact pods. They are unbelievable. The system itself, again, really enhances that guest experience. We have a Voith bow thruster. That's a no moving parts electric rim. The only issue with it is you can't hear it. So when you're maneuvering, you've got to be a little careful, but it's just wonderful. You don't even know it's running when it's going.
Artifact has a diesel-electric hybrid propulsion system. Diesel-electric is not new, most commercial ships have it, but it's still fairly rare on super yachts. And I remember that time that I came to the shipyard that you told me that you would never build another yacht with conventional diesel drive.
Yes.
Why not?
Okay, there's a number of reasons. Okay, firstly, we lower fuel consumption, so we only use the power we require. We set engines at the correct loading all the time, and if we go across the ocean, let's say on a conventional vessel, you'd run 3 engines, 2 mains, 1 generator. So that's 3 engines. Let's say you go across the ocean, it's 1,200 hours, engine hours in total. When we go across the ocean, we use 1 engine, and it runs our HVAC, galley, laundry, propulsion, everything. So we're down to 400 hours. So it's a lot less rebuild time, and then we run that engine at maximum fuel efficiency. The other side of it too is that we have batteries. So we have 610 kilowatts of batteries, so we can feed battery energy in there. We just use it like another power pack. So this is on the starboard side upper engine room. These are our drives, auxiliaries. We have auxiliary controls, inputs, circuits, isolators, all through in here. So the beauty about diesel electric is you can work with your GA or your layout, and you can actually start positioning items and machinery in your choice of place instead of having to have a gearbox with a drive shaft and a rudder, everything at the back, and it has to go to a traditional format. This gives you a lot more flexibility with your GA, and again, benefits to the owner and his experience on board.
The other thing I remember also that you told me was that, you know, the advice to an owner would be to build a yacht that's going to last 10, 15, maybe 20 years, and you grow into it. The owner grows into the yacht.
And his family grows into it. And we're all very conscious of the environment now. So one yacht over your lifespan and improvement on that is always so much better as well. And the other thing too is a lot of people forget is we're here for memories. So if you have a yacht for 20 years and you do it properly, imagine the memories that you can get with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And I've got so much invested into this over time, and it's a connection to your whatever philosophy of life or however the enjoyment you get out of life. Yeah.
It's not just a financial investment, it's an emotional investment.
Yep, most definitely.
Thanks, Aaron.
Really nice to see you.
Yeah.